Hey, Risa here, and this is my first IGTV video, and I wanted to come on here because I kind of just want to document my water fast that I'm doing. I'm trying for 5 to 7 days. I have never done a water-only fast. I have done intermittent fasting, and if you're stopping there and saying water fast, fasting, like no way Jose, then you're exactly where I was months and months and months ago when I didn't even want that word to enter my vocabulary because I could literally eat 24/7. I normally don't get full, and I've come to learn that because I don't get full and I could just eat like I'm a bottomless pit, there's no leptin going on there. So leptin is the hormone that tells you that you're satiated, and ghrelin is the hormone that tells you you're hungry. And my ghrelin and my leptin aren't really working very well, and I also have some leaky gut issues, which I know a lot of people are hearing about that. And fasting can actually help heal leaky gut, because what's happened is, as a society, a lot of us are just eating all the time, and we're never giving our body a break to actually digest and to do other things like repair and heal and regrow your stem cells, because you can actually generate new stem cells when you do fasting, depending how long you're fasting for. So that's part of my reason for fasting. It's mainly to work on healing my gut. And I am on it day 2. I should have documented day 1, but day 1 was actually really easy. I was kind of surprised. I wasn't really hungry because, so previous to this, I've been doing intermittent fasting for a while now, and I've actually gotten better and better at that, because when I first started, it was like a struggle. Now, in case you haven't ever done intermittent fasting and you don't know what that is, basically what it is, it's just where you work on shortening your eating window. So if you get up at 7 in the morning and you start eating at 7 o'clock and you finish eating at 7 at night, you're basically eating within a 12-hour window. And what your goal is just to start shortening that window. And the reason is because it can be better. It can be good for your digestion and your health. It can really help you. It's not really to lose weight, but you may actually lose weight. So if you haven't been able to lose weight and you're trying to find something else that might work, that's a really easy thing to try. And basically what you're going to do is just gradually shorten that window. So if you're eating within a 12-hour window, you're going to try to eat within like an 11 and a half or an 11-hour window. And then you just keep shortening it. So I was doing that. And when I first started doing that, like, it was a struggle, basically because my body was used to eating at a certain time, and I was used to eating my 5 meals, so I was really kind of eating all the time. And every now and then I just go in and have a snack here and have a snack there. Well, that is eating. And I had to learn to really cut back on that, which was a struggle. And that still wasn't necessarily helping my leptin, because my leptin, like I said, pretty much went missing, and I could basically eat 24/7. I can eat a big dinner, and then I'm just like, okay, what else am I eating? I don't feel satisfied. So that's kind of a sign that your hormones are out of whack, and all of that really stems from your gut and having leaky gut. So I was struggling to do the intermittent fasting, but the more I did it, the more I practiced it, and the more I worked on it, I actually got better at it to where I didn't have to eat till 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock. I mean, I really wasn't hungry, because the whole goal is really deciding, are you hungry or do you just want to eat? So those are the questions I always ask myself. Am I hungry or do I just want to eat? So that was like months and months and months ago, when, like I said, at first it was just like, there's no way I'm doing this. But then as I learned and I researched, and basically that's what it comes down to. The more knowledge you gain, a lot of times you then understand why you want to do something. And the more I learned about gut health and about how your body works, the more I was like, I need to do a fast. So I actually did a 3-day bone broth fast, I think like back in, I don't know, December or January, something like that. I can't remember when, because I really need to document. I'm documenting this water fast. But I did it way back whenever, and it was sort of a struggle. Like, a couple days were easy and some days were a little bit much of a struggle for me. So I was a little apprehensive with just trying a water only fast, but actually so far it's been really good. So yesterday was day 1, and I really didn't want to eat, and I make my husband his breakfast and his dinner and pack his lunch and stuff, and I was actually fine with it. I did have a little bit of a headache, but I think that was more due to the weather because it's very rainy here and like the pressure. But then it went away, and I woke up this morning and I actually felt really good, and I did my workout. I kind of lightened my weights. I went, cut back a little bit because I didn't want to overdo. So I didn't do, like, I did a lot of the modifying in it, but I felt really good. I had energy, I felt lighter, and so far I'm feeling really good. They say that day 3 and day 4 can be the hardest days, so I will see how that goes. But as of on day 2, I'm doing really well, and I'm really proud of myself because yesterday I went to a friend's house and we played mahjong, and she's opening up a restaurant, and she had all this bread from one of her people that she might use as her supplier for the bread, and so she let us all take some home, and it was marble rye and sourdough and like all these breads I love. Well, I normally just don't even eat that much bread. I eat like a little bit here and there, but it's not a constant thing in my house. And so I brought some home for my husband so he could have a chicken sandwich for lunch today. And I was kind of like okay with it. Like, yeah, I wanted to eat it, but it wasn't like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die if I don't have that bread. I was actually really okay with it. So if you don't really know me, like, this is so far from where I started because, like I said, I normally can eat 24/7, and if I could just eat all the time, that's what I'd want to do. If I could get paid to eat, that's what I'd want to do. I love food. I love everything about food. I love making food. I love going to restaurants. I love all of that. But I've come to realize that we eat too much food, and we don't need exactly what we think we need. We don't need as much as we think we need. So I've learned a whole lot of stuff, and I'm learning more on this water fast. So that's my story on day 2. I appreciate the support and encouragement because I'm sure this will get harder because I honestly at the moment can't really fathom that I'm going to go like 5 days or even 7 days. I would like to go 7 days, but I don't know like how far I'm going to make it. I'm just going to kind of see how I feel and listen to my body. So any support and encouragement would be appreciated. Thanks. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope you have some sunshine because we just have rain for days. I need sunshine.